Okay, continue on with movie night in my sister's room. Next movie up, I got Black Sheep. Um, this movie, like, I the first time like I actually heard of this movie, it was with my cousins, and we were at my auntie's house, I think, and he said that he saw this movie on, I think, on demand, and he wanted to show it to us, and it took us some time to find it because there was that Chris Farley version. So this is not the Chris Farley version. So we found it on demand. We had to pay for it. It wasn't free. So we watched it, and I almost have nothing to say about this movie. It's so bizarre. It's like the one comment on here, the one like phrase about this movie, it's called possibly the single best midnight movie of its era. I don't know. It's just like looking at this cover, like the cover has a guy having his ear bitten off by a sheep, and on the back it's like, okay, I'm probably confusing everyone. The movie is about killer sheep or zombie sheep, and that's the concept of the movie. It's basically Shaun of the Dead, but even goofier because it has sheep, and it it's actually a really good movie. It's just one of those really hard movies to review because like when you start talking about it, it comes off as like one of the most retarded things that you'll ever hear. So, sorry, my sister's there. Basically, what the movie is, the story of the movie is that there's this guy who has sheepophobia. I don't know what you actually call that, and he's going to his farm that he grew up on, a sheep farm, to to collect his share on the farm, and he learns that his brother is like he's trying to sell the farm, but at the same time he's trying to develop these experimental techniques to enhance growth, and that and he has like a sheep, like a what is it, a test facility on the grounds that like tests illegal substances into animals. So when they go into the place, there's like weird jars of like mutated sheep. It's bizarre. And then there are other characters. There's like they meet up with some of the farm hands. There's his aunt, and then there's like these two guys who are this one girl and this one guy who are hippies who are trying to like save the sheep or something. And basically the whole movie's just like eventually you know where's this going. Like there's a test facility, and in all these movies they have to break down, and it breaks down because like one of the environmentalists, he takes a vial of mutated sheep and he breaks it accidentally, and that sheep inside starts infecting people. And yeah, it's just a zombie movie but with sheep, and it's just, you'd think that it would be not as funny, like the gimmick wouldn't be as funny as you think it is, but it's not. The movie's hilarious because like there's scenes where they're staring up like, look at the hill, look at there, and then like, you know how the people like sheep's herds, like how they run down hills, that's made to look scary. And then there's like there's just a bunch of like goofy scenes in there that I can just like come up with, like there's one guy, spoilers, there's one guy, he gets bitten by a sheep and turns into a sheep man. And then there's one guy who develops like a thing for sheeps. And then a scene where like the brother holds a meeting with all the heads of the farming industry, and the sheeps attack and they all just get massacred. It's Shaun of the Dead with sheep. That's all I can say. So Is it better than Shaun of the Dead? No, I wouldn't say that. I'd say Shaun of the Dead is better by a little bit, but you know, it's really funny. And oh yeah, if you ever watch Dead Alive by Peter Jackson, that's the kind of gore that you'll see in this movie, and it really looks like Dead Alive. You know, which is a good thing if you're into this kind of stuff, like the pre Lord of the Rings from Peter Jackson. Yeah, yeah. Got nothing else to say about this movie. Yeah. Except it's in New. It's probably the only movie I've ever heard of come out of New Zealand. Yeah. Is it?